can I do? I think I can pin products. Let me see. Okay, so I can pin products during the live. All right, that's good. Let me see. So my microphone, is it on? Am I muted? I don't think I am anymore. I think we're good. Okay, I think I muted myself initially, but I think I'm okay now. Yes, can everybody hear me? I think we're good. Yes, okay. Hi, everybody. Good afternoon. I'm so glad you enjoy my tips. I'm very, very happy to always share them with you, all my tips and tricks. Hello, Celeste. I hope you are doing well this Saturday afternoon. Hi, Felicia. Thank you so much for joining me this Saturday afternoon. I had a few minutes, so I just wanted to hop on and just, of course, answer any questions you all may have. I know y'all love to ask me the Q&As, and I'm mainly doing this because which please don't ever stop commenting. Always leave your comments, but it's just sometimes the comments get a little overwhelming and I try to respond to them as much as I can, but I feel like I'm still missing a lot of them. So that's why I just started to start doing a few more lives with you all so that I can answer the questions that I might not get to during the comments you leave on my page. So feel free to drop any comments you may have about your cleaning questions or if you need any tips for certain areas. Yeah, I just wanted to hop on here. I think this is my third official live with the YouTube family. I did my first one last Saturday. And I just got on here and shared any tips or answered any questions you all had. And then I did another live on Tuesday before I went live on Instagram because I had a big Amazon shopping live on Instagram and I was just explaining all the deals and steals that were currently happening. So I hope you all were able to get some good Prime Day deals. I surprisingly just found out this morning that one of the items, like my hot item, like the top selling item, the Tenco wet dry vac, it was pretty pricey. The code stopped working that I had when Prime Day ended. So Thursday, when Thursday started, the code was no longer active. The code is back. For some reason, the code is active again today. So if anybody wants to take advantage of that Tenco wet dry vac mop machine, let me know. I can answer any questions you have about it, but it is a steal when you apply the code. It's originally like $6.99, but with the code that I had, it brings it down to like $3.99, which it is worth it in my opinion. If you have any questions, just feel free to ask me. I can answer things about it. Hello, Francisca. Hi, Bleep. It's good to see you again. Thanks for joining again. Hi, Love Aslan. Let's see, Mickey and everybody else. Yeah, so today I was finishing up getting some things ready for my trip next week with Barkeepers Friend. Hi Katie. I leave on Wednesday because I am joining them at the World Food Championship. And I will be there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I will be doing live demos. I'll be sharing tips and tricks for keeping your kitchen clean. Also the do's and don'ts when it comes to certain products, and mainly just showing how Barkeepers Friend is such a staple in the kitchen when it comes to your glass cooktop, when it comes to any cooktop, when it comes to your oven cleaning, or even some of your ceramic cookware, your pots and pans, all that stuff. Barkeepers Friend is definitely something you want to keep stocked in your kitchen so you can keep it nice and clean and shiny. Hi Mike, I'm doing well. How are you? Hello Calvin. So yeah, so if you have any questions about the Barkeepers Friend products, which is going to be this one, please feel free to tune in while I'm doing the live demos. We'll be live streaming across all 4 platforms, my Facebook, my YouTube, my Instagram, as well as my TikTok, because there's gonna be like a Barkeepers Friend booth where I'll be doing Q&As, but also the live demo is supposed to be like 30 minutes each day. And then I have 2 live demos Saturday and Sunday. So we'll make sure to stream across all platforms so everybody can watch and see what we'll be doing over there. So the liquid Barkeepers Friend is this one. let me see, where's it at? This is the soft cleanser, and this is for Felicia. The soft cleanser contains oxalic acid, so it is going to remove a lot of calcium buildup, as well as grime, as well as kitchen grease as well. But you have to remember, since its primary ingredient is oxalic acid, you shouldn't use it on any type of stone surface, any type of leather surface, or any type of wood surface. So you can use this on your glass cooktop, you can use this in your oven, you can use this on your stainless steel cooktop, you can use this on your shower glass door, you can use it on tile. You can also use it on your hex-clad cookware, on any type really of like your pans that they have stains, your cookie sheets. You can also use this on, let's say you have like ceramic dishes, you know how they can get just like those black marks over time. Wipe it with some of this and it will come right on off. You can use this to remove hair dye. Just don't use it if that hair dye is on a stone or a wood surface. But if it's in your porcelain sink or your bathtub, your fiberglass, acrylic, cast iron bathtub, you can use this and a magic eraser to lift the hair dye stain. Hello cats, how are you doing? No, so I use, Francesca, I use my own vacuum. I use my cordless Trucozy vacuum. I love that thing, and it's actually, I'm just bringing this out because I feel like anytime you all ask about the machines that I use, I love to tell you where to find them. They're in my Amazon storefront, and for some reason, the Trucozy vacuum that I use is still on sale for $140 with an 80-minute battery life. It's cordless, so if you want to check that out, let me know and I can show you where you can find it at. But I use my own products. I'll use my own machines, and I have multiple filters so that if I have like a second job, I swap the filters out and I give my vacuum a quick little cleaning, put a brand new filter on before I go to somebody else's house. And then at the end of the day, I wash all my accessory tools because I have to be clean because I'm using it in people's homes. You are very welcome, Felicia. Let me see. So I like to use Sprayway glass cleaner. That is my go-to glass cleaner. You can find this at Dollar General, at Walmart, at Target, pretty much any big box store, and it's really inexpensive. This will last you a very, very long time, mainly because you don't need a ton of product when you are using a glass cleaner. One of the biggest mistakes I see people make is just dousing their entire glass surface. Oh, I'm really sorry, June. I don't know a lot of products that are available in the UK. I had meant to send a message to some of the Barkeepers Friend team members to see what they can tell me to use when it comes to referring. Like they have their own line in the UK, but it's not called Barkeepers Friend. They just never followed up with me. So I will get you some options in the UK. If you can get, I can suggest something. It is just, you don't want to use a lot of it. One thing you can mix up, June, it's just, like I said, this is my favorite glass cleaner. Do a mixture of 70% isopropyl alcohol. So do like a fourth of a cup of isopropyl alcohol and a fourth of a cup of water. You can use that to clean glass surfaces. You don't need a lot of it. The only complaint I have sometimes is it is a little streaky. But because I don't have an option like this for you, try 70% isopropyl alcohol, use a fourth of a cup and mix it with a fourth of a cup of water, spritz your surface, and then just go in a back and forth motion over your glass surface. And that should give you a pretty decent glass streak-free, nice looking mirrored surface. But I've noticed that if you use alcohol, just don't use a lot of it on the glass surface, which is why I'm telling you to cut it with water. All right, you're very welcome, June. Yes, so you see dog training, LTP dog training is agreeing that Sprayway glass cleaner is a super well-made glass cleaner. My favorite one in the world. They actually came out with new scents. This is now available in lavender and lemon. And then you get a fresh, clean scent as well, which is the original one. If you don't like foamy glass cleaners, Sprayway also has a liquid glass cleaner that you can get. It's in a bottle and it's blue. You can get that at like your other big box stores like Target and Walmart if you prefer a liquid version instead of a foam version. All right. Yeah, there's, okay, so she said it too. Yeah, LTP just put in the chat what to use if you want to make your own homemade glass cleaner. But like I said, just make sure you cut it with some water and just don't go too crazy with it on your glass surface. Okay, so when it comes to deep cleanings, I tend to start in the dirtiest part of the home since that requires the most amount of time. That is usually the bathroom. So I just kind of break the bathroom down in sections. And like I said, I start with the dirtiest parts in there. So for me, the dirtiest part typically is the shower or the bathtub, because if we're getting hired to deep clean, it's because the house needs a deep cleaning and the shower tends to be super dirty and grimy. So I start with the shower, try to get the hardest part in the bathroom done, which is typically the shower or the bathtub. And then I will hit this mirror, after the shower, just top to bottom. I go lights, mirrors, countertops, sinks. And the reason I do top to bottom instead of just jumping all over the place is so I'm not having to repeat myself and do double the amount of work. Well, if you feel that way, Brady, feel free to leave. That's the way I talk. Let me see. Okay. And that's just the way that I work top to bottom. So like I said, lights, mirrors, countertops, and then just work my way to the cabinets. And then I tend to do the toilet last, but same scenario, top to bottom with the toilet. I will dust off any loose dirt and grime first, and then just clean it, the inside of the toilet bowl, and then use my disinfectant product to spray all over the toilet, let it sit for the appropriate amount of time before I start wiping, and then wipe the toilet top to bottom, finish off with the floors by vacuuming, and then steam cleaning or mopping, just depends on the type of floor that I'm working with. I don't have another company to recommend in Georgia, Katie. I'm really sorry. But yeah, I don't have anyone that I could recommend. I apologize about that. Okay, I'm assuming that the shower or the tub is like a fiberglass, acrylic, those type of like the white tubs. I like to use Barkeepers Friend. I don't have the other one with me, and a magic eraser. Those two are an excellent combo when it comes to a porcelain, acrylic, fiberglass, or cast iron bathtub. And that just works really well at lifting heavy layers of buildup in a bathtub. Now, one thing you want to keep in mind is when it comes to this, when you like pour it on the surface, don't wipe it right away. Let it dwell for about a minute or two. Let it have some dwell time so that it can really soak in like all the layers of greasiness. Scrub it, rinse it, and see what you're left with. Now remember, if this is years and years of buildup, it might not take one cleaning. You might have to do more than one cleaning. So be prepared to maybe give it a good 2 or 3 scrub down. And this, along with the magic eraser, should lift the buildup that is in your fiberglass bathtub. So to remove smoke, grime off of walls, you can use Odoban. Is an exceptional product to remove smoke buildup, and it also deodorizes. You can get, this is what it looks like right here. It comes in a big gallon like this. All you need to do is follow the directions on the back when it comes to the mixing instructions. So for the smoke damage, 1 part Odoban to 3 parts water. This right here is going to really deodorize and lift that heavy smoke buildup on the walls. If for some reason you feel like it's not removing it as much as you want it to, another option, I just don't use this too often because I don't care for the scent, is the Zep wall cleaner. It is an ammonia-based product, and I don't really care for ammonia products. But if you don't mind the smell of ammonia, give the Zep wall cleaner a try, or the Odoban is a good option for the smoke buildup. I have this linked in my Amazon storefront. This is also available at like Dollar General and Home Depot is where you can get the big gallon jugs of this. Yes, that is it. So I wet the magic eraser when I use it. I never use a dry magic eraser. I make sure that I wet it beforehand and then just scrub the area with it. Not at this time. We are not accepting new clients. I'm sorry, Katie. No, we're not. So the white streaks on a black quartz countertop, Mel, I want you to wet the surface really well, and then use some steel wool grade 0000. Now, one thing that I am gonna mention, I can now like link stuff in the live, but I know I talk a lot about like Amazon storefront. I can't link my Amazon storefront. So if you guys want me to link any products during this live, just know it's going to direct you to like the Home Depot website, the Lowe's website, or like Chewy. Those are the three main websites for some reason that it will let me link products from, or you can just shop everything on my storefront. But yeah, okay, so back to the black quartz countertops, wet the surface, and then I want you to use a piece of steel wool grade 0000. This will lift that buildup off your quartz countertop. I do not like, my problem with Awesome is the smell. I don't like the smell at all. I do not like the smell. Does it clean okay? Yeah, I'll give it, out of a 1 to 10, I'll give it a 7.5. I will say it's a pretty decent cleaner, but you won't see me use it in my videos. I do not like the way that it smells. I can't handle that. Yes, wet the magic eraser first. What would you use to clean cherry wood kitchen cabinets with greasy buildup? Crud cutter. I got right here, a couple of options right here. This is my go-to, is gonna be some crud cutter. This is sold at your hardware stores like Lowe's. Also on Amazon. This is a really good degreaser. It's safe because it's non-toxic and biodegradable, so it's going to be safe for your wood cabinets, like no matter the cut or the finish. If you want to be on the safe side though, maybe just test an inconspicuous area first, but spritz this all over the cabinet you're dealing with and then just wipe it down. If it's a lot of heavy buildup, you can let it sit for a little bit and then wipe it, or just repeat the cleaning process. But this is my go-to for heavy buildup in the kitchen. This or the Zep Purple Heavy Degreaser is another good option. And also the Purple Dawn Professional Heavy Degreaser. But I tend to go for this one. This is my first option. I do know what you're talking about, June. I have not used it because it's not available in the stores here in the US, but I have seen that come across my feed, like on different platforms that I'm on, but I have not gotten my hands on it to try it, so I don't know how well it cleans or, you know, the scent and how it works. Yeah, so I actually do. Just Becca, go check out the Dollar Tree series on my page. I have a whole Dollar Tree playlist where I recommend some really good products you can get at your local Dollar Tree. They have some pretty good dupes, so to speak, of most products that you see at Walmart. They have a pretty decent pink paste that can be used in the oven, that can be used on sinks, things of that nature. They also, Dollar Tree is the cheapest place that you can get a bottle of Odoban. If you can get your hands on this, it is $3. And just, I'm not gonna get into an argument about this because I am not Dollar Tree. Yes, Dollar Tree has raised its prices. Yes, it's no longer $1. Every product is going to be $1.50 up. Some will be $3, some will be $5. Don't come after me. If you have an issue with it, take it up with them. I'm just giving you options that you can get at Dollar Tree if that is where you shop. Dollar Tree is the cheapest place to actually get this bottle of Odoban. It is cheaper than Walmart. It is cheaper than Dollar General. If you want to pick this up, it is $3 plus tax. It's going to be like $3.10. So it's even cheaper than Walmart and Amazon. But this right here, you get your hands on this, you can clean with it, you can disinfect with it, you can sanitize with it. You can control mold and mildew with this. This can pretty much clean any surface in your home. It's also a fabric and air freshener. My local Dollar Tree carries this in eucalyptus and in lavender. Some other stores carry it in the other scents, but my Dollar Tree only has these 2 scents. Get this and you can clean your shower, your bathtub, your sinks, your toilet. You can mop your floors with it. This will save you a lot of money because you can pretty much use this to clean any surface in your home. You are very welcome. Let me see. Okay, so glass electric stove tops. If it's not too bad, you can go in with a simple soap and a scrub sponge like Dawn dish soap. If the buildup is not too bad, like I said, Dawn dish soap and a sponge. If you got a lot of heavy buildup, I like to use Barkeepers Friend and my steel wool. So the difference, this is more like your maintenance, everyday cleaning, just to give it a quick little wipe down if you've kept up with it. If it's in need of a deep cleaning or you just cooked something that was really grimy and cruddy, Barkeeper's Friend and the steel wool grade 0000. This combo right here will lift whatever stains may be on your glass cooktop. If you have like baked on crud, and it's like layers of baked on crud, I would suggest to get you a razor scraper. And you can gently like scrape off those layers of crud. Just keep that surface wet at all times. And honestly, you should have a razor scraper in your kitchen. They're cheap, inexpensive. That will just come in handy when you have some stubborn stuck on grime on your glass stovetop. You are very welcome, Trisha. I am so glad that you are learning stuff from my videos. It keeps on changing on me. Same thing, a degreaser, go in with the crud cutter. Here, right here. Use your crud cutter. Thank you, Bing Bong, I appreciate that. You can use it on the flat paint walls, Katie. Yes, it is safe for the walls, especially if you have like heavy smoke buildup. If you're trying to deodorize for some reason, you feel like you just need to like give your walls a good cleaning, use the Odoban. Yes. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, June. Yeah, okay, that's good to know. Yeah, like I said, I've seen it a couple of times, but I have never used it, but I'm glad you are, you enjoy it and that you're vouching for it. I know, Becca, yeah, so many people sleep on Odoban because I think what it is they tend to skip it because the cover of it says fabric and air freshener. So they think it's just for deodorizing, but when you turn it over to the back, it will list every single thing that it does. And it's not just a fabric and air deodorizer. It's for pet odors. You can use it in a carpet cleaning machine to help remove the smell from your carpets. You can use it in an automobile or an RV, on your hard surfaces, on your soft surfaces. There's general cleaning and sanitizing instructions. There's disinfecting instructions. There's mold and mildew control. And then there's that disinfection virucidal instructions on what to do, how long to leave it to make sure you are thoroughly cleaning your surfaces. So get this. And if you don't like eucalyptus, try the lavender. If you don't like lavender, try the fresh cotton. If you don't like the fresh cotton, try the citrus. If you don't like the citrus, try the night ice. There's quite a few scents to choose from. Yeah, get that Barkeeper's Friend. Yep, get that Barkeeper's Friend. Oh, thank you, Beatrice. I appreciate that. Question, how do you clean the walls? They're pretty dusty as well. So if they're really dusty, I would suggest going in with a microfiber duster first to get that initial layer of dust off. My favorite is the OXO microfiber duster. It extends and it's really tall so you can reach, just get the duster. Let me see. Well, let me try this out. I'm going to try something just to see how this works. What happens? Hold on. Let me see. OXO. What happens if I pin it? No. Okay, I pinned it. I don't know what it looks like on your end, but just so you can see what it looks like. I don't know, like I said, it's not on my screen. I went and found it in the Seller Central and pinned it. I'm hoping you can see it. Like I said, I don't know what that did, but it's called the OXO Microfiber Extendable Duster. And you just get it and just go across your walls to get that initial layer of dust off. And then once you get the dust off, you can follow up with something like the cedar mop if you want to wash the walls. They have the, of course, the cat wants to come in. Okay, that's fine. Cedar has that new flat mop system, or they have the original system that has the circle head. You know, either way, you're able to wring your mop out after every use to make sure you're going over your walls with a clean mop each time. Pour your favorite cleaner in the bucket. It can be Odoban, it can be Mr. Clean, it can be Lysol, whatever you want it to be. But to give your walls the best cleaning, always dust it first and then go in with your cleaner in a mop system that at least gives you 2 buckets so you can keep the dirty water separate from the clean water. Okay, I think I lost a lot of questions. Hold on, let me go back. I gotta try Dollar Tree. Okay, there's Beatrice. No, if you're using 0000, if you get any other grit, yeah, there's potential to scratch. But if you get 0000, the 4 zeros, that's ultra fine. It is safe and delicate for your glass surfaces. Don't get any other grit though. Yep, for sanitizing the laundry. It is the best for pet smells in the laundry as well as urine. I made a video on my page, just so y'all know, if y'all want all my tips and tricks, just come on, if you want to go back and watch it. When it comes to smelly odors, that's this one, shorts. The secret to fresh laundry. Whether you're dealing with a pet mess or any other mess that involves like body fluids, you want to use your detergent in the washer along with Odoban and hot water. It will knock out that smell. You add 1/4 cup to the fabric softener tray. I do something a little different and I like make it extra strong. And I also add 1/4 cup to the bleach tray. So it gets hit with that deodorizer twice. So 1/4 cup in the fabric softener tray, 1/4 cup in the bleach tray, or just one, but I'm going to ensure whatever item comes out of that washer does not smell. I just hit it twice. Do a hot, heavy cycle. You will be amazed at how your clothes smells. And it's a better option right here than fabric softener because it also is able to eliminate static. So skip the fabric softener. Add your detergent to your washer, add your clothes, add your pet items, add your soiled linens, whatever it is. Put about 1/4 of this in the fabric softener dispenser or in the bleach tray and start a hot, heavy cycle, and you'll be amazed at how nice and fresh your clothes come out smelling. Yeah, Powerwash is everything. You would be amazed at how many different surfaces you can use this on. It is a staple. It is a must-have for me. Great. No, okay, so you're talking about the blade. Just keep the surface wet and use a light hand. Don't be aggressive with it. But as long as your surface stays wet, get your scraper of all the products that I brought. To be prepared, I didn't bring a scraper, I'm sorry. And just go at it very gently and very softly and ensure your surface is wet at all times. Do not use a rusted old blade. Keep a new blade, keep it clean, wet your surface thoroughly and scrape at it at an angle. Don't use a heavy hand and you'll be fine. Cleaning a washing machine, you want to do it at least once a month. My go-to is the Glisten washing machine cleaner. This gives you 3 uses. All of the products that I tend to share with you all, I link everything in my Amazon storefront, which you can access right here. Just here, it's under my bio. Click this link right here. And I have everything pinned for like my must-haves and how I use it to ensure your appliances stay clean. The way this works is you pour, I want to give you the exact, 1/2 cup. This gives you 3 cleanings, so it will last you 3 months. So pour 1/2 cup of this into your washer and start a heavy hot cycle. It's safe for a front loader and it's safe for a top loader. If your top loader does not have a detergent tray, put it in the drum. If your top loader and your front loader has a detergent tray, put the 1/2 cup of this in the detergent tray so it can also wash the detergent tray when it runs through. And then it's just going to give your washer a really good thorough cleaning, lift any grime or hard water buildup you may have. It will clean the areas that you and I can get to, like behind the drum, all those, like spots that can get build up. But this is a good one. A Fresh makes a good washer cleaner too. I would recommend the Glisten, the Fresh. I do recommend the Dollar Tree version of the washer cleaner, but I've come to realize that a lot of the products that I share from my local Dollar Tree, they're not available at all Dollar Trees yet. So if you go to Dollar Tree and you can find their washer cleaner, get that. It's a pretty decent one as well, safe for top and front loaders as well. Yes, that is me. I am the lady that says, there you go. You can use crud cutter on walls. There is instructions on this. This is a pretty, when I say strong, I'm not talking about scent wise. There's really no scent to it, but it is strong to the effect of its cleaning power that it actually tells you to dilute it if needed. But since this is my go-to for greasy grime buildup, I never dilute it in the kitchen. I use full strength in the oven. I use full strength if I use it on a stovetop, and you can even mop your floors with it. But yeah, you can wash your walls with this. You can use this, food stains, dried latex paint, paint overspray, tape residue, acid rain, grease and oil, tree sap, oxidation, lipstick, scuff marks, blood stains, tar and wax stains. Soap scum, mildew stains is a good option for mildew removal, especially if you have a stone shower. Stone is very picky. You can't use all cleaners, but if you got mildew, give this a try. But you can clean your walls with this. I'm trying to see, where's the instructions? So use full strength that tells you if you've got a lot of heavy buildup. But if you want to make it into an all-purpose cleaner, it says 1.5 cups of this to 1 gallon of water. So that's what I would mix up if you want to use it on your walls. You're welcome, Moni 2020. Okay, I have a Swiffer wet jet, but been seeing those cool mops from Cedar. Okay, so the Swiffer wet jet. I have no issue with people using them for like your maintenance cleaning, but I don't think they're a good option for deep cleaning because at the end of the day, you're just trying to, dragging crud around. So for quick little pickups, sure, go ahead, use your Swiffer wet jet, but every now and then your floors do need a deeper cleaning, and that's when it would be a good idea to get a machine that can give you a 2-bucket mop system where you can separate the dirty water from the clean water. Now, use your Swiffer, I'm assuming you use your Swiffer wet jet all the time. If you were to get one of those 2-bucket mop systems and mop your floors, you would probably have a couple of dirty water pours before the floors get clean. Like I said, nothing against Swiffer wet jet, but I do not suggest using that for deep cleaning purposes. You will get a much better deep clean with a 2-bucket mop system. It doesn't have to be Cedar, it could be the Libman brand, but use that for deep cleaning. Don't rely on the Swiffer jet to give you a deep cleaning of your floors. Good, I can't wait for you to try it, June. I don't know, Millie. You try Amazon and see if Odoban is available. You're very welcome, Starks. How to remove yellow food stains on quartz countertops. Use a magic eraser here. Just a smidge of Barkeepers Friend because quartz is a lot more durable and it's not man-made stone. It's fake. It's like it is man-made. It's not natural like marble. A smidge of Barkeepers Friend. Scrub it with your magic eraser, then rinse it off pretty quickly. Yes, it is, T-Dub. No, it is not. No name because the fabric rinse has absolutely no softening benefits to it. Downy Fabric Rinse Aid was made to strictly give your clothes that final rinse and freshen it up. It is not fabric softener. I stand behind Downy Fabric Rinse. I used to use it until I found Odoban. But no, you do not have to worry about it building up residue on your clothes or building up residue in your machine. That was debunked by many top laundry, even washing machine people all over social media. It is not fabric softener. Hi, Simply Life. It doesn't matter. Whatever you can find, liquid washer cleaner or powder cleaner, whatever you find, whatever's in your budget, both are going to give you good results. Like I said, I like the Glisten, which is a liquid cleaner, and I like the powder that Dollar Tree makes or the Fresh one. Good washing machine cleaners. Yes, it is, Katie. I don't do that. I don't make it, Trisha. I do not make it just because of the fact that that has been debunked too. And people say you're just mixing alcohol and maybe some soap, but that is not true. There's other stuff in the original Dawn Powerwash besides just alcohol and water. So I will always advocate for buying the actual Dawn Powerwash instead of making your own. But if you make your own and it works for you, go for it. I'm not going to say not to do it, but you will never see me make a video telling you how to make your own power wash and then using it. I use the stuff that is made to be sold at stores. I don't make my own version of it. But like I said, if you use it and it works for you, have at it. Hi, Misha. Okay, so here's the thing about that haze positive place. The haze could be water damage. And if it's like water damage, it doesn't always come off, unfortunately. I know what you're describing is possibly like a hazy, cloudy look. You can try Barkeepers Friend. You can try a steel wool. You can try baking soda paste. But I'm telling you, it's not going to come off because it's damage to the stovetop. It's like when you burn water and it just gets stuck on there because it was left too long. If you have that white cloudy haze that I'm talking about, that's actual damage. It's not going to be able to get removed with a cleaning product, unfortunately. You're welcome, Becca. I appreciate that. AS porcelain tile, you can use Dawn Powerwash. You can use Barkeepers Friend. You can use Crud Cutter. If you are going for a deeper cleaning because it's kind of like really grimy and really dirty, these two will be your best options. Crud Cutter or Barkeepers Friend. Odoban. Spritz this everywhere. It's safe. Did you know this is the #1 product that veterinarians use to remove odors in their offices? This is trusted by veterinarians as well. You can don't spritz your animal with it, but spritz it on your soft surfaces. Wash bedding quite often when it comes to the animals, and get you some good air purifiers. Those help clean the air and remove odors as well. Katie, the Zepp wood floor cleaner will give your hardwood floors a good deep cleaning. Steam cleaner is fine. I am a big advocate for steam cleaning. I love. Also, can anybody tell me, just let me know, like I mentioned, I just want to know, you don't have to buy it. I pinned the OXO duster. Where is it? Is it on the screen? I just want to know, where does it go is all I'm asking. Do you have to tap on something? Like I said, I don't see it. I pinned it to show somebody. I'm hoping they could see it. But does anybody see the OXO duster anywhere? Because if not, I'll unpin it is what I'll end up doing. Just, I don't want it up there for no reason. The steam cleaners are amazing. I love the Dupre Neat Steamer. That's my go-to. It's really good at deep cleaning your floors, and it's safe for sealed tile and sealed stone. Really good, and you just use water. So yeah, you're good just using that for your tile floors, honestly. I'm gonna be honest with you, Awesome. When it comes to a toilet plunger, no, I just get one at Walmart and keep it here at the house. I don't have a specific brand that I picked up. I'm sorry about that. Crud Cutter, Sylvia Garza. Crud Cutter is good. So is the Zepp Heavy Duty Degreaser, and so is the purple Dawn Professional Degreaser. But this is what you want for your cabinets that need a deep cleaning. Yes, it does, no name. Yep, yes. I think the questions are getting out of whack. Hold on. I think you were the one who gave the tips for cleaning. Yes, so you can use a pumice stone in a oven. I don't talk about it as often because some of y'all get a little too aggressive with the pumice stone, but the pumice stone is a lifesaver for a dirty oven. If you don't want to use cleaning products, just please keep the surface wet at all times and make sure you're not scrubbing too aggressively. But if you have cleaned your oven, let's say with an oven cleaner or Crud Cutter or Barkeeper's Friend, and there's just a few stains that remain, wet it really well, the surface, and then use your pumice stick. You'd be surprised at what kind of stains this will lift. I cannot say this enough though, guys. Keep the surface wet at all times, scrub gently, and test it out first if you're not too sure. But I've used this on the blue ovens, I've used this on the regular ovens, and this is really good at just removing those pesky stains that just can't seem to come off. You don't see it? Okay, yeah, then I don't know how this pinning stuff works. Let's see. Good, Vic Monty. I'm glad you like the Odoban. I am very glad you like it. Well, then I don't know how the pinning actually works, because it says that it's pinned, but I don't know what that means. So I'll just leave it there. Oh, okay, AS, it's in the shopping bag icon. I don't know what that means. I guess if y'all click on the shopping bag on your screen, you'll see it maybe. Maybe. I don't know, because like I said, it's not on my screen, so I don't know where it went. If I tap the shopping bag, oh, okay, it is there. That's where it is. Okay, so just tap the shopping bag, guys, if you want to. And I'm also going to pin this if you guys are looking for a steamer. My all-time favorite steamer is this one. It's the Dupre Neat Steamer. I'm going to save it there. And if you are looking for a steamer, that's the one you're going to see me use in all my videos. I highly recommend that Dupre Neat Steamer. You can use, see, now I skipped all the questions because I did that. You don't see it. I don't see it. Okay. Vinyl LVP here. This one. The Zep pH neutral floor cleaner. I'm pretty sure like you can get it at Lowe's, but it's also on Amazon. That right there is a good cleaner for your LVP. So preventing dust, unfortunately, is you will never be able to remove dust 100% because it's literally everywhere. Dust builds up from like our dead skin cells. Dust builds up from the door opening in and out, from your pets, things of that nature. But there's a few things you can take to minimize the amount of dust in your home. Wash your sheets at least once a week. When you're in bed and you like toss and turn, you know, like that dead skin cells that's on you flicks off and then it just kind of goes all over the surfaces and it turns into dust. Wash your sheets at least once a week. Get you a good air purifier. Get you a couple of them if you have a bigger house and just run those at all times. But those two are the biggest things that I can suggest to minimize the amount of dust in your home. And when you use a vacuum, use one with a HEPA filter. That HEPA filter is going to ensure that all the dust and dander in your air, in your floors, is thoroughly pulled out instead of using a vacuum without a HEPA filter. So wash your sheets weekly, get a few air purifiers from your home, and use a vacuum that has a HEPA filter. That can help minimize the amount of dust in your home. When you're done using the toilet bowl brush, flush the toilet. When you're done using the toilet bowl brush, spritz it with a deodorizer and a disinfectant. You don't have to use Odoban. You can use Lysol or Mr. Clean, whatever is your favorite disinfectant. And do not put the toilet brush back into the little holder wet. Close your toilet seat and let it air dry. So spritzing it with this is going to clean it, and spritzing it with this will keep it from getting that orange color. Spritz it with this really well and set it on the toilet. In the toilet, close the lid and let it air dry. That might be 10-15 minutes, and then put it back in your toilet holder, and you won't get buildup. You won't get that nasty orange buildup. It won't discolor and it won't smell. Towel. So a couple of options for your towel. Odoban, crud cutter, and then if you're someone that prefers like an all natural, non-toxic cleaning type of product, Otto's bathroom cleaner. These are all really good options for tile. Even steam cleaning is a good option for tile. With tile, steel tile, it's pretty much safe for the majority of your products in the market because it's not stone. So you can pretty much use anything like acidic. If you prefer to use like a bleach dilution, you can go for it. I don't do that because I'm not the biggest fan of bleach, but since you got tile, you pretty much have a nice variety of cleaners that you can use. But my suggestions will be Odoban, Crud Cutter, or Authos. So the cloudy oven doors, if it's dirty, you can use the same products that I've been talking about. You can use the Crud Cutter with your steel wool. You can use, if you're not using Crud Cutter to clean your oven, if you're using like Easy Off, use the Easy Off on the glass part of it and scrub it with your steel wool. You can use Barkeepers in your oven and scrub it with the steel wool to clean the glass. If for some reason you feel like the glass is really dirty still, go back to my tip about the scraper. You can scrape off any like stuck on grime. Just keep it wet. I cannot preach that enough, guys. Always keep that surface wet, so you're not running a scraper across the surface. You don't want to run it across a dry surface. Yay, I'm glad. I know, Steph, I know. The only thing about the Neat Steamer is it takes a little while to heat up. That's why they came out with the Neat Plus. It's supposed to like heat up within a minute or two, but the Neat that's my tried and true. I never switched over to the Neat Plus. I've been using my Dupre Neat Steamer since 2021, and it's still rocking and rolling. I love that thing. Country Life, the vacuum that I recommend, I actually have it if you want to see it. My cordless vacuum that I take to my jobs is this one right here. It is the Cozy cordless vacuum. It's actually still on sale for some reason on Amazon. It is $140 and you get a 80-minute runtime and you get a green, huge LED headlight. It is very sturdy when it stands up and even when it extends. But this right here is what you see me use in my cleaning videos. It is the Cozy cordless vacuum. The original price is $200, but it is on sale for $140. It comes in that gray purple color and gray, orange, purple, white, and in pink. Let me show you if you want to check it out. Let me show you where it's at. So just come, let me see. So if you come to my homepage and just tap that link right there. I can't pin this because this is not anywhere but on Amazon, or else I would try to pin it on here. But Amazon is not a shop and affiliate on YouTube, at least not yet. And if you come to that first one, shop my Amazon storefront, it's here. Open. So here it is. It's still on sale right here. So those are the colors you can get it in. Gray and purple and orange, pink, or white. And it's also a vacuum that has a HEPA filter. So it's gonna make sure it works really well with dust and dander and like pet hair and pet fur. You get 4 vacuum speeds and a really large dust cup. Becca, the Barkeepers Friend, that's my go-to for stainless steel sink cleaning right here. Barkeepers Friend. This is my first option always. The gloves that I use, GRG, are from gpsgloves.com. They are the 4 mil powder-free nitrile gloves. They are black. They are durable. They are thick. They last for my cleanings. I have a code that can save you some money. It's my last name, Zapata, Z-A-P-A-T-A. Use that and you can get a discount. Let me make sure it's Zapata and not Zapata 15. Hold on. But those are the black gloves you always see me using. Zapata 15, Z-A-P-A-T-A 15. So it's these right here. gpsgloves.com. So $10.99 a box, plus you can use the code to even get it cheaper. And it is 100 gloves per box, which is a really good deal on gloves. They are called the Black Diesel Powder-Free Nitrile Disposable Gloves, 4 mil, 100 gloves per box. You can get sizes medium through XXL. I do T-dub. So I mentioned the Dupre Neat Steamer. The Dupre company also makes a air purifier called the Bloom Air Purifier. I actually have it. I'll bring it out and show you if you want to see it. She's really pretty, y'all. This is my Dupre Bloom air purifier. Isn't she pretty? She is in this really pretty terrazzo color, and she comes with a tabletop. Oops, what was that? So this is what I use. So the difference, and I'm gonna give you another option because it's a little pricey. It is because it's like, it's not a little robot air purifier in the corner. It's really made to fit your aesthetics, which is why they have it in this terrazzo color. They also have it in a marble color, a gray marble tabletop. If you want to see it, I'll show it to you. I got the other gray one too in the other room. Hold on, just so you can see your options. This is the gray one. Okay, this is the gray one. And the difference with this one is the gray marble tabletop. So the way the tabletop works is you can put it on your bloom and you can use the inside as an actual storage. So you can put, you know, like books, remotes, whatever you want it to be. This is not just an air purifier. You can also plant an actual plant in here. Because it's on and it's monitoring the air, it can take care of your plant. You can put a fake one, you can put a real one in here. It has this strainer right here. If I can get it out. It has a strainer that aerates the soil so it prevents it from overwatering, and it is just a great way to make your home look cute with your air purifier. Just a little note, if you guys want to know, it is not on sale right now, but a little birdie told me it will be going on sale for Black Friday. So if you want to just kind of put this in the back of your head, you'll get a good deal on Black Friday, because if you go see the price right now, you'll be like, you're crazy, which I understand, but it is a higher end air purifier because of how it's really made to fit your aesthetics. But I do have another option for you if you don't want to go this price route right now, the Levoit air purifier or the Shark air purifiers. You can get the Shark air purifiers, I think, like at Walmart. Those are really good as well. They can cover up to like maybe 1,200 square feet. So if you got a bigger home, definitely get more than one. But my Dupre Bloom air purifiers are my first choice. I just love how you can decorate, fix it up. It just really transforms your space. Or you can go with the Levoit air purifiers or the Shark air purifiers. But yeah, these are the tabletops. You got that sturdy marble tabletop, or you get the terrazzo tabletop, and these actually have two filters. They had a pre-installed HEPA filter at the bottom that captures all your big dust particles in the air, like your pet fur and things of that nature. And then you have your mesh filter right here that you can throw in the washer and wash it. So, and this is antimicrobial, antifungal. So this right here gives you two filters that's going to purify your air. It's gonna help with dust, it's gonna help with pet dander, and also help with like odors as well. So let me move these out of the way. But if you do want to check them out, it is called the Dupre Bloom air purifier. And if you go to my storefront, just type this in. Just so you know, you can like save it in your cart. Just wait till Black Friday. You'll get a good deal then. Right there. There she is, either in that gray color or the terrazzo color. Oh, and let me show you the other ones that I recommend. So the Levoit. The Levoit air purifier covers about 1,000 square feet, and it's about $100 right there. That's a good one. And then the Shark one. Now with the blooms, they cover up to 1,700 square feet. So you get more square footage when it comes to your air purifier. Shark air purifier. The Shark air purifier is actually on sale. That one for $129. That's another good one. And this one covers up to 500 square feet. So if you want more square footage, go with the Levoit. If you have a smaller place, go with the Shark. If you want to invest in one that's like really stylish and you can kind of set it up to fit your style at home with the tabletop, use it for storage, put an actual plant in there, go with the Bloom and you get your 2 color options. I have never tried Ecolab. I do not have thoughts on that. I am sorry. Ceramic glossy tile floors. The Zep pH neutral floor cleaner is really good for your glossy tile floors. Remember, if your floors look streaky, you used too much cleaner. If your floors look sticky, you used too much cleaner. If your floors look streaky, you did not rinse your mop head off enough. So when you pick up your mop head, if you're using like a no-seater or you're using like a Lidman where you have to pump the water off, if you lift that mop and there's water dripping off the floors, do not mop your floors with that. You're going to get a streaky floor because you used too much water. Keep on pumping the pedal until you lift it out of the bucket and there's no water dripping off. So remember, streaky floors is because you used too much water. Sticky floors is because you used too much product. So the stains in the sealant or the caulk, T-dub, crud cutter, Barkeepers Friend, and then the Lysol hydrogen peroxide based mold and mildew remover. You get that pink film because you have a water softener, right? HC, is that why you get that pink film? I think the water softeners tend to get that pink film. If you have a water softener system, try some Barkeepers Friend. So Trisha, I repost my lives. When I get off, it goes to my page. My previous 2 lives are on my page. I did my first official live on here last Saturday, and then I did another live on Tuesday. So just whenever I get off, it uploads automatically. Thank you. You are welcome. So here's the thing I stand beside my wet dry mop because I'm not going to, you don't have to scrub your floors every day. But when you need a quick cleanup, I'll even give it to use a Swiffer Wet Jet, use your wet dry vacuum. Those are all for like your everyday cleaning, but you definitely want to give your floors like a good deep cleaning at least twice a month. If you have a smaller home and it's just you or it's you and a partner, once a month is fine. But if you got pets and you got kids, at least twice a month, give your floors a good thorough cleaning, which is where you want to either bring out your steamer or something like the 2-in-1 mop system. But you don't need to deep clean your floors every single day. Use your Swiffer Wet Jet, use your 2-in-1 vacuum cleaner. I was just using that before I hopped on here. And then once or twice a month, depending on the traffic in your home, depending on, with your pets, if you got a lot of pets, at least twice a month, then go in with your floor deep cleaner. Hi, Nezzy. These. Let me see. Hold on. I can add it. I'm going to pin right now in the shopping cart the microfiber towels that I use because they have them linked here on Walmart. Or you can shop them on my Amazon storefront. I'm just giving you guys a couple of options if you want to check them out. Look in my storefront now and you should see them. They are the Buff brand, BUFF, made by Microfiber Wholesale. These are it. So, quick little teaching lesson about microfiber towels. You might say, oh, they're pricey. They're priced at this for a good reason. It's because these are thick, these are durable, these are well made. A good way to test the to see how well made a microfiber towel is, hold it up to a light. okay? If you can see straight through that light, that is not, if you can see straight through that towel, that is not a well-made towel. It is made with cheap supplies. And if you can see light straight through the towel, that means it's not gonna pick up liquid well. It's not going to soak all that stuff up because it is a thinly made, cheaply made microfiber towel. If you hold this thing up to a light and you cannot see light straight through it, you have a high quality, well-made microfiber towel. Now, is Buff the only high quality, well-made microfiber towel? Absolutely not. But they're the ones that I have always used and that I have really enjoyed. I'm not gonna down talk any other brands that I've used in the past I wasn't impressed with, because I'm not gonna say anything bad about them, but this is the one that I stand behind 100%. Buff, B-U-F-F. I pinned it in the cart, and it's also on Amazon. They have a few different size towels too. This is the 16 by 16. This is the one that's pinned in the cart. And then they also have 12 by 12. Walmart, the one I pinned in the cart from Walmart is just in gray. But if you shop my Amazon storefront and you get it from there, you can get pink, blue, black, a ton of different colors. So or if you want to just stick with gray, that's what's on the Walmart website, which you should be able to see in the cart. I'm losing my spot, y'all. Hold on. Okay, so yeah, sorry. Yeah, the air purifiers, the Bloom, I know it's so pretty, y'all. I'm telling you, it's worth the price 100%. It is just, I am all about looks and aesthetics, which is why you will, I am what I am. You've seen me use a purple, and they're all from True Cozy. I'm gonna go back to this. I bought their pink one, I bought their blue one, I bought their purple vacuum because I like having color. I like mixing up my style with, like, I'm gonna use my purple vacuum if I'm wearing a purple shirt. The Blooms, I love the style of it. It just fits me so much better than a little robot looking air purifier in the corner. So you might not relate to that, but if you do, go with the Bloom. It is so pretty. You can put it, like I said, you can grow a plant. You can put a fake plant in there if you want to, but it is made to really elevate your style, whether it's in the living room, whether it's in the bedroom. It's, I have both of these in bedrooms. You can use it with your tabletop to put, like books on it, use it as a nightstand. I love my Dupre Bloom air purifier, and that's always the one I'm going to recommend because it works exceptionally well. You get 3 colors, so that way you know that it's constantly monitoring the air. When it's on green, your air's good. When it's on orange, it's going to get to work. And when it's on purple, it means it's detected some dirtiness in your air. When you leave it on auto, it is constantly monitoring the air. And as soon as it triggers, as soon as something triggers it, it will turn on and get it super clean. Now, it will stay orange when it's running, or it will stay red when it's running, when there's dirtiness. But as soon as the air gets clean again, it goes back to green. It is not loud. You have 3 fan speeds, high, medium, and low, which means you can have it constantly running at all times. But I personally just keep it on auto. As long as it is on auto, it will turn on when it's needed, and it will turn off when it's not needed. So get you the Bloom if you can. It is so, so pretty. My favorite one is the terrazzo one. I just think, look at that. And this is heavy. This is durable. It's not plastic. It's stone. This is stone. So so when they first released the marble one, and I got it, and I was like, oh, okay, it's pretty. When they dropped that terrazzo one, I was so impressed when I ordered that. It was so pretty. I even went and ordered my sister one because it's just, look at that. It's so well made. I love it. Dupre Bloom, D-U-P-R-A-Y, Bloom, B-L-O-O-M. That's the Dupre Bloom. And then I also told you about the Levoit, L-E-V-O-I-T, or the Shark. See, even Nezzy said the Bloom is worth it. So she's probably used it. She knows that it is 100% worth the price. It is the top of the line, I'm telling you right now. If you're looking for an air purifier, get that one. Let me see. I think at one point, I had put a plant in it. I just don't know. A fake plant, because I can't plant anything. I cannot plant anything whatsoever. Let me see if I can show you the photo when I put a fake plant in it, so you can see it. I got you a little picture of it here. It is You'll see that. You can just put like a fake plant in it. That's the terrazzo one with a fake plant between the two. Now imagine, so you see how like nice and very stylish that looks? Can you imagine one of those wide, like robotic looking ones in there? It would stick out like a sore thumb. That's not like pretty in my opinion. And then this is the gray one that I styled up one time. That's the gray one with the fake plant. Look, you can like put some books on it. And then there's the gray one with some books on it and a flower. So that's the blue. I don't know who are the Longhorns playing today. That's a good question. I don't know. Okay, so if you don't have a water softener HC, yeah, give the Barkeepers Friend a try or the Crud Cutter. Still give these two a try to remove that buildup for you. So for the sink, Becca, are you the one that asked about the Barkeeper's Friend for the stainless steel sink? Use your soft cleanser right here. Okay, HC, I actually have 3 options for you. And I just talked about these because they all went on sale for Prime Day. But they surprisingly are still on sale. I have 3 options for you. It's going to be the G10 Pro. That is for a smaller home because it has a 35-minute runtime. It will vacuum and mop at the same time, and it also gives you a self-cleaning cycle. Keep in mind, 35 minutes, it's about $189 because you're paying for like a smaller machine, smaller runtime. The second option is going to be the Dreamy H12 Pro Flex Reach. You get a 50-minute runtime. It's about $329. With that one, same concept, vacuum, mop at the same time. But the difference is going to be this uses heat when it comes to self-cleaning and drying your brush roll. The cheaper one, the G10 Pro, just self-cleans and air dries. The H12 Pro Flex gives you a thorough heated washing and drying of your mop roll. And then I kind of have a higher end one, which is the one I would suggest. It is more expensive for a reason. It is the Tenco 7 Ultra. You get a 70-minute runtime. They give you a lot of accessories like 3 brush rolls, 2 cleaning solutions. It's got the strongest suction power out of all the machines. You get a large water tank, you get a large clean water tank and a large dirty water tank. If you want to shop the G10 Pro, go through I'm not going to pin any of them here because I already checked. None of them are pinnable. Those machines are not on here. They're all on Amazon. If you shop through my link, type in G10 Pro, you'll see it's like $189. If you get the H12 Pro Flex, you should see it's $329. But if you want the Tenco, use code ZAPATAS7 at checkout and you'll get a huge discount. I don't know how long the code will be active. I didn't even know it was active today. Somebody brought it up to me because it was active through Prime Day and they turned it off Thursday and Friday, but I just found out it's active again today. But those are your options. They're safe for your sealed wood floors. But yeah, 35-minute for a smaller home, 50-minute for a medium-sized home, and then if you want that kind of top of the line one that gives you the most cleaning power, cleaning suction, a lot of accessory rolls, go with the Tenco. I could just show them to you quickly, just stand them up for you. So this is the G10 Pro right here. Okay, it's smaller clean water tank. But like I said, 30-minute runtime for $189 is a really good deal. Here's your dirty water tank, which will collect all your dirt and debris and liquid mess that you pick up. So this is the $189 one. This is the H12 Pro Flex. It's bigger runtime, bigger dirty water tank, clean water tank, stronger suction power, and this has the G10 Pro does not have this, but this one has the 180 lay flat reach, which means this will go completely flat to get under your furniture or your bed. I don't know if you can see on my face. But it goes flat all the way down, so you can get under stuff. The G10 Pro does not do the 180 flat. And then you have this one. Tenco. Bigger water tank than both of them put together, bigger, longer lasting battery, more suction power. It has the lay flat design as well. And this is the one that I have a code for that brings it down even more. This self-clean hot cycle is more longer and it's a little more thorough than the dreamy hot cycle. So there's definitely a reason why this one is more expensive, but if you have a bigger home, either go with the H12 Pro Flex Reach or the Tenco, and that's because the G10 Pro, because of the 35-minute battery life, you're probably gonna get one room, maybe 2 rooms max before your battery dies, okay? So, but if you want a more like all house, cleaning, go with either the Dreamy H12 Pro Flex Reach or the Tenco. Code is ZAPATAS, the number 7. And let me show you. Just right here, if you come up here, and I uploaded the live, if you really want more like details about those machines, my big Amazon Prime live that I did on Instagram, it was like an hour and a half. I went and trimmed it and edited it to like the most important 37 minutes. If you come here to my latest live right there, if you watch that, if you want more, like if you want to see these machines in action, I don't really have stuff I can throw on the floor now to show it in action, to show the suction power. But if you want a more thorough review of all 3 machines, go watch that right there. And I have all the products pinned. And like I said, it's about 38 minutes, but I go into big reviews of those 3 machines. I go into more details about the vacuums that I use that were on sale, that are still on sale, and even some carpet cleaning machines that were on sale. But it is the Tenco Ultra 7, Dreamy H12 Pro Flex Reach, or the Dreamy G10 Pro. You necessarily don't need an air purifier in each room. I have one in here because I like the way that it was styled, but just get one according to the size of your house. Definitely if you have an upstairs and downstairs, you want one upstairs and downstairs. But depending on the square footage of your downstairs, keep it in the busiest part of the home. That's the ideal spot. But like I said, the terrazzo one is in here because it fits the colors, and I just like how it fits the gold bedspread, the gold picture colors, the gold handles. That's why the terrazzo one is in here. And the gray and the marble one is in the other room because that room has kind of like a gray blue style going on. But it just really, if you want it more for like your housing, like for the house, put it in the area with the most traffic, which is typically like the living room. What bag, lady skits? Sorry, I might have, what bag are you talking about, lady skits? Best wood cleaner for kitchen cabinets, grease removal, right here. Crud cutter. That is the best option for your greasy wood cabinets. Also, Zep degreaser or the Zep degreaser or the Dawn Professional degreaser. See, that's how I am. Like I said, I like the color code too, GRG. I like that I can just kind of style it to fit anything. And if you are into plants, you're gonna love that because it can keep your plants alive if you want to put a real plant in there. Hi, JD. What do you recommend to use for sealing granite? Get you a sealer kit from Lowe's. Weinman makes one, Granite Gold makes one. It's pretty like DIY. If you follow the instructions, it tells you like to clean the surface thoroughly, then get your sealer and spray it in sections a couple of times, allow it to air dry, and then, no, spray it in sections, wipe it in, and then let it air dry. But Weinman's, Granite Gold, even Rock Doctor, just go to a hardware store and they give you really good instructions on what to do when it comes to resealing your granite or your stone countertops. Just read the back of the label and it's pretty easy. So Tenco mop for everyday cleaning, and then for your deeper cleaning, I will say you should be giving your floors a deeper cleaning once or twice a month. Go with the Cedar 2 bucket mop system, go with the Libman 2 bucket mop system, go with a steamer. Yeah, but I still, like I said, I'm never going to tell you that these machines are going to deep clean your floors. They're not meant to deep clean your floors. If you got to get in there and, give your maybe like a good, especially like your grout, a good thorough cleaning, still go in with like a 2-in-1 mop system once or twice a month. Yeah, I agree. Like I said, nothing against the other little robot air square looking boxes that are your normal typical air purifiers, but that wouldn't go well with the look of this room. But that Bloom air purifier is perfect for the look of this room. Yes, you can use the Tenco on LVP floors, and I was going to show you for those that were asking right here. If you come to my link, just come to my shop, my storefront. But still, when I get off live, honestly, if you guys, like I said, go back and watch that live I uploaded so you can really get a good explanation of each product and see them in action too. See, trending picks right here, trending products. You'll see the Tenco, and that's the Dreamy. They're all here. Chelly, use Barkeepers Friend right there to remove the stain. Oh, the work bag I carry. It is the Timoxie, Timoxie. It's on my storefront. The Timoxie. And also, I also have a pretty in-depth video about my Tenco wet dry map, if y'all want to see it there. Here, it's right here. Timoxie cleaning caddy. And you know why I like this too? Because it's in a lot of colors. And I have them, and I have all the colors. I got a pink one, I got a purple one, I got a black one, and I got a gray one because I like colors. So right here, Timoxie. So pink, purple, gray. It's in hunter green, navy blue, and black. Timoxie, Timoxie. All right, I think that is good. All right, can you use, there's a stain. You are welcome, Becca. I'm glad that you were able to join my live today. Thank you, GR. How often do you clean the washing machine? So I clean the washing machine at least once a month. You got to clean the things that clean for you. And then the oven, if you use the oven liners, like I encourage you to, you shouldn't have to deep clean your oven because of the oven liners that capture all the splatter and spills from the inside of the oven when it cooks. I've showcased the oven liners quite a few times on my videos. They're really inexpensive too. Just the placement of them depends on your oven. Read the box because it will tell you where to put the oven liner if you have a gas oven and where to put the oven liner if you have an electric oven. So just read the instructions, but those really help keep your oven clean. But before you can use them, clean the oven. So use Crud Cutter, use the blue can of Easy Off, use Barkeepers Friend, give your oven a good scrub down with any of these products, and then when you're done, fill up a spray bottle with water and spritz water on the oven and rinse it out really well a couple of times with some paper towels, and then set your oven liner in the oven, and that will help keep your oven clean because anything that kind of explodes or falls off your dish in the oven falls in the liner. You pull the liner out, you can hand wash it or stick the liner in the dishwasher. But yeah, so the washing machine though, I would suggest that you use right here. All you have to do, I like Glisten. This gives you 3 cleanings, so this lasts you 3 months. Add half a cup of this to your washer and run a hot, heavy, long cycle right here. You're sitting here instead of cleaning. You might not be the only one, Steph. Yeah, look, even Cindy agrees with you too, and Becca. So GRG, what you can do, what I recommend is so I'm assuming that it's like a front loader. If you go to a laundromat, what I would do is put on some gloves and just kind of wipe the seal area really well first to get out any, like if there's hair or buildup in there, get all that out. And also with the trays, I wouldn't necessarily like remove the whole tray, but you should be able to kind of wipe the inside of the detergent tray and all that stuff first. You can also go ahead and like wipe the door down because, you know, hair gets on it, things of that nature. But if you do use like a public laundromat, just check your seal area really good first to make sure that whatever hair or grime has collected in there is out before you put your clothes in there. Yes, so the spray water bottle is a chef's kiss when it comes to rinsing out your oven. This is an example. Just get you any type of spray bottle. Go to Dollar Tree, Dollar General. Go to get you an industrial one if you want. Get the Zep brand from Walmart. Fill it up from Lowe's. Fill it up with water, and what you do is just spray the oven with water when you're done cleaning, and then get your paper towels and just soak it all up. That's the easiest way to give your oven a good thorough rinsing when you're done using a cleaning product in there. Okay. I am very happy to hear that, AQ. I am so glad that you guys are enjoying my tips and tricks. Before I got on here, I did some cleaning, and then I also went ahead and worked on my video that I'm going to post later on this evening. I'm talking again about like cleaning routines because I did get a lot of questions on my last live. I need a pretty, easy cleaning routine that I can stick to. So I made a new video, new script, new ideas for you guys, which I fixed it up, got it all ready, did the voiceover, got all my clips together, and I'll upload that. It's a pretty simple cleaning routine, what to stick to, a little later on this evening across all my platforms. All right, let's see. Okay, so I don't know if you guys were here on my first live that I did last Saturday. I had mentioned to you all that with me going to the Barkeepers Friend event, I was kind of going back and forth about getting another phone because I wanted to live stream for everybody on YouTube. And just so y'all know, I did go get another phone. I got a third phone, so I'll be able to consistently live stream while I'm out there doing the cleaning booths and the cleaning demos across all my platforms. I'll probably rotate here and there between all the platforms, but if for some reason you can't catch the YouTube live, if you follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, I'll be streaming at different times at different points for all those platforms, so you guys can catch at least hopefully one of my live demos or one of my Q&As that I'll be doing at the Barkeepers Friend booth. But yeah, I'll be leaving this coming Wednesday. I'll be there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'll be with the Barkeepers Friend team showcasing all their products at the World Food Championship event. The biggest thing that the live and the booth Q&A is going to focus on is how Barkeepers Friend can help you maintain a clean kitchen when it comes to your stovetop, your oven, your countertops, your cookware, things of that nature. Many people associate Barkeepers Friend with just this, but Barkeepers Friend makes a stone cleaner, a stainless steel cleaner. They make a toilet bowl cleaner, which is not, relevant to the kitchen, but they make a cookware cleaner as well. So I'm going to be showcasing all the products, how to use them correctly, when to reach for the powder, when to reach for the soft cleanser. So please, make sure post notifications are on so you can catch my live and you can see all the products in action starting next Thursday. You are very welcome, Cindy. I am glad that you are enjoying the live. You can use it in a tile shower. Preferably when you're dealing with a surface that has high shower walls, using their more spray cleaner is a lot more convenient than the soft cleanser, because this is more convenient for like bathtubs, cooktops, sinks, because you're pouring. But when you're dealing with something like a shower wall or a glass door, get their more spray cleaner so you can spray it on your surface. It has right here, there's the flap. If you keep the flap closed, it comes out like a foam. So you spray it on the walls, the foam can penetrate the grime. If you open it like this, it comes out like a spray. So it's more, the spray is more convenient for like direct contact. Let's say with like a shower handle, use the spray or use the foam for like your shower glass walls and your shower glass doors. But yeah, this will be good for your tile. It removes mineral deposits, oily residue, rust stains, and other shower grime that you may be dealing with. Yes, so all great options. So I think that's it for today. If you guys have any more questions and I didn't get to them, please feel free to go leave them on my videos. I will go back and Steph, this right here. Opens and closes. Closes for foam. I don't want to spray it. Closes for foam. Open for spray. Right there. 2 options. And flip it upside down to clean your toilet with it to get on the rim, the under rim of your toilet. You can flip it upside down because it works. It sprays upside down. Look, it says works upside down too. Right there. So you can spray your toilet with it if you got some buildup on the rim in your toilet. Okay, thank you guys for joining me today. I truly appreciate you all hanging out with me. Go back and watch that Amazon Live if you guys want direct links for all the shop vacs, for all the wet dry mops, for the steamer. I even talk about the steamer in that video if you want more details about it, and some carpet cleaning machines, and my favorite True Cozy vacuums. I will see you all. If I don't see you before Thursday, I may hop on maybe a little bit later on this week. I'm going to be pretty busy getting ready to leave on Wednesday, but I will see you all on live Thursday in Indianapolis. Thank you all, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your Saturday.